Are you tired of stubborn blood sugar readings that won't budge despite your best efforts? If those morning numbers frustrate you, like pushing a boulder uphill no matter how hard you try, you're not alone. Thousands share your struggle, missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. In this video, I'm sharing a simple, affordable ingredient that clinical studies show can immediately impact blood sugar levels. This common kitchen spice might already be sitting in your cabinet, and doctors who once dismissed it are finally recommending it to patients with prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. What's particularly baffling for many people is seeing stubborn blood sugar readings even after faithfully cutting carbs and increasing physical activity. There's a reason for this disconnect between effort and results. Many of us approach blood sugar management with a singular focus on reducing carbohydrates and calories. While limiting sugar and refined carbs certainly helps, this strategy often misses a crucial piece of the puzzle. In fact, nearly 40% of individuals with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes continue to experience elevated glucose levels despite following standard dietary recommendations. This highlights an important truth. Sometimes the solution isn't about eating less food overall. The underlying challenge often involves insulin function rather than simply restricting intake. Think of insulin as a key that unlocks your cell's doors, allowing glucose to enter and be used for energy. When this mechanism falters, a condition known as insulin resistance, glucose remains trapped in your bloodstream regardless of how carefully you count carbs. Your cells have essentially changed their locks, making the insulin key less effective. This insulin resistance explains why morning readings prove particularly challenging. The dawn phenomenon occurs when your body naturally releases glucose as you wake up, preparing you for the day ahead. For those with insulin resistance, this normal process can send morning numbers soaring even before breakfast. Research has identified specific natural compounds that can help activate insulin receptors and improve glucose metabolism without medication. These compounds enhance how your cells respond to the insulin you already produce by interacting with cellular pathways that control glucose uptake, essentially making your existing insulin work more efficiently. After reviewing numerous clinical studies, researchers have consistently identified one particular spice that shows remarkable effects on blood sugar regulation. This natural solution is Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. Studies have shown it can reduce fasting blood glucose by up to 29% in some participants with type 2 diabetes, making it the #1 doctor-recommended spice for blood sugar control. The power of Ceylon cinnamon extends far beyond its pleasant flavor. It works through sophisticated biochemical interactions that medical researchers have now documented through rigorous scientific investigation. Initially met with skepticism by the scientific community, cinnamon has proven its effectiveness through multiple controlled studies that reveal how this humble spice interfaces with your body's insulin signaling system in remarkable ways. So, how does this work in your body? Ceylon cinnamon operates through a triple action mechanism that makes it uniquely effective. 1. Compounds in cinnamon mimic insulin's effects in your body. 2. They enhance how well your insulin receptors respond to insulin that's already present. 3. They reduce inflammation, which directly contributes to insulin resistance at the cellular level. The biochemistry behind these effects involves specialized compounds, particularly cinnamaldehyde, which gives cinnamon its distinctive flavor, and methyl hydroxychalcone polymer, MHCP. These compounds facilitate glucose transport from your bloodstream into your cells where it belongs. This means that every pinch not only adds flavor but works on multiple fronts to lower your blood sugar. Evidence comes from well-designed clinical trials. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that just 4 grams of cinnamon daily for 4 weeks significantly reduced blood glucose levels in overweight and obese pre-diabetic individuals. This modest amount, approximately a teaspoon and a half, created measurable improvements in metabolic function. Cinnamon also helps regulate post-meal glucose levels by slowing gastric emptying and inhibiting digestive enzymes in your small intestine, creating a more gradual release of glucose into your bloodstream. Different populations show varied responses. Research in Frontiers in Nutrition found that adding 6 grams of cinnamon to an oatmeal breakfast decreased serum insulin in overweight participants. The same study observed improved post-meal glucagon suppression in normal weight subjects, suggesting effective effects may vary based on metabolic status. Animal studies confirm these benefits. Research in PLOS ONE demonstrated that cinnamon extract improved insulin sensitivity and brain activity while significantly improving fasting blood glucose levels and glucose tolerance, corresponding with improved metabolic health markers. While the scientific evidence for cinnamon is compelling, there's a crucial distinction most people overlook. Not all cinnamon is created equal, and using the wrong type could potentially harm your liver instead of helping your glucose levels. The cinnamon in most grocery stores is likely cassia cinnamon, not the Ceylon variety that clinical studies primarily focus on. This distinction matters tremendously for your health. Cassia cinnamon contains significantly higher levels of coumarin, a compound that can be toxic to the liver in high doses. For a 165-pound person, consuming just 2.5 grams of cassia daily could exceed the tolerable intake established by European food safety experts. Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, contains much lower amounts of coumarin, making it substantially safer for regular consumption. Safe usage guidelines. Cassia cinnamon, limit to 0.5 to 1 gram daily, about 1/4 teaspoon. Ceylon cinnamon, safe up to 6 grams daily, about 1.5 teaspoons. Look for packages specifically labeled Ceylon or True Cinnamon. Take Sarah, for instance. After learning about the difference, she switched to Ceylon cinnamon for her daily blood sugar management routine. She shared,
I was using regular cinnamon daily without realizing the potential risks. Making the switch was simple, and my recent lab work showed improved glucose readings.
timing your cinnamon intake properly enhances its effectiveness. Clinical evidence shows taking cinnamon with carbohydrate-containing meals creates a more powerful blood sugar regulating effect. This works because cinnamon slows stomach emptying and blocks digestive enzymes that break down carbohydrates. A study demonstrated that 6 grams of cinnamon with rice pudding slowed stomach emptying and decreased blood sugar spikes compared to eating rice pudding alone. This strategy helps prevent rapid glucose elevations after meals. Consistency is equally important. Daily consumption for at least 4 to 8 weeks is necessary to achieve substantial benefits. Many people use cinnamon sporadically, missing out on cumulative effects needed for meaningful improvements. Finally, be wary of cinnamon-flavored commercial products. These typically contain minimal actual cinnamon while being loaded with added sugars that directly counteract any potential blood sugar benefits. Understanding these differences ensures that every time you reach for cinnamon, you're making a choice that truly supports your health. Now that you know which type of cinnamon works best for blood sugar control, let's tackle the real challenge, making it a consistent part of your daily routine. Even the most powerful natural remedy fails when it sits unused in your spice cabinet. The difference between occasional improvement and lasting blood sugar management often comes down to simple, practical methods that fit seamlessly into your existing habits. Morning rituals offer perfect opportunities to incorporate cinnamon. Adding just 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your coffee or tea creates a warming flavor while managing those challenging morning blood sugar levels. Imagine wrapping your hands around that aromatic mug, knowing you're starting your day with a powerful health boost. For a sweeter taste, add a touch of stevia or a small amount of honey without significantly impacting your carbohydrate intake. For non-coffee drinkers, try cinnamon water. Stir 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon into warm water with fresh lemon juice. The citrus balances cinnamon's earthy notes while making this pre-breakfast drink refreshingly effective for minimizing glucose spikes. Breakfast foods naturally welcome cinnamon's flavor profile. Sprinkle it directly into oatmeal while cooking or stir into plain yogurt with fresh berries. Smoothie enthusiasts can add cinnamon to banana or apple-based blends, masking its distinctive taste if you're not particularly fond of it. Another creative way to enjoy cinnamon is through savory applications. Many of my viewers are surprised to discover how cinnamon transforms their hearty dishes. It adds complexity rather than sweetness to chili, curry, or stews where it harmonizes with other warm spices. Try using it in spice rubs for meats or roasted vegetables. You'll wonder why you limited cinnamon to sweet dishes for so long. When shopping, look specifically for packages marked Ceylon cinnamon or True Cinnamon. While it typically costs more than common cassia variety, this investment directly impacts both safety and effectiveness. The key to success lies in consistency. Create deliberate cinnamon rituals tied to existing habits, your morning beverage, regular meals, or cooking routines. By integrating cinnamon into activities you already perform daily, you're much more likely to maintain this beneficial practice long-term. But cinnamon is only the beginning. If you're serious about reversing insulin resistance naturally, there's another group of foods you can't ignore: seeds. These 5 powerful seeds work hand in hand with cinnamon to lower blood sugar even further. They don't just improve insulin sensitivity, they also support digestion, reduce inflammation, and deliver the essential minerals your cells need to function properly. Tap the video on screen now to discover what they are and how to combine them with cinnamon for maximum results.